Welcome back, trainers, and this kind of got foreshadowed when the Mega Evolutions were announced, and that is going to be the Galarian Farfetch'd here. That is going to be spawning for about 24 hours. Now, as of making this video, they're still spawning, but they should be stopping. I would have made this sooner to kind of warn everybody, but I figured anybody who logs in is going to get a couple of them, no matter how short of time you're going to be playing, because they're just spawning everywhere, including if you turn on your incense. So it's not going to be too big of a deal to get yourself one of these. But there's of course going to be people out there who didn't really play within this time frame and are going to be stuck not having any. Maybe they might bring them to raids. That's a very good possibility. But nonetheless, this is going to be something you kind of want to have. We cannot currently evolve it into Sirfetch'd, which is going to be its Galarian evolution, and it's actually going to have some play. We're going to go ahead and go over the Galarian Farfetch'd in the Great League to see how well it does perform, and then just talk about a few things here, as we've been kind of predicting this Pokemon being somewhat useful in the Great League, and it's going to be okay. You know, it's got its weaknesses in the meta, and it has its good matches up against some top meta as well. Fun looking Pokemon. I really like this design. I like how it's holding on to the leak there, kind of like a sword of some sort, and it's neat. It's a fighting and flying type. We're going to look at all those stats here too. So hopefully you're able to get one of those, and we're going to also take a look at the ideal IVs that you're going to want to have on this too. Alright, so it looks like rank 1 is going to be a 0-15-15, sitting at 1497. And then as you can see going down the list here, it's just going to, vary. So it really depends on what you want to do here. Against a mirror match, of course, you're going to want to have a little bit more than 0 in attack so you can win that charge move priority. Other than that, just get as close as you possibly can. Personally, for myself, I do have like a rank 226, 36 or something like that. And I think I'm just going to go with that. I'm waiting until the event eventually stops. Well, I guess you can not really call it an event. It's more like just special spawns to promote the new update in Sword and Shield. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here. It is going to be a fighting and flying type, max CP 1674, attack 174, defense 114, and stamina 141. Unfortunately, it's going to have a lot of weaknesses that are going to be kind of readily available, which are going to be electric, fairy, flying, ice, and psychic. It's going to be resisting bug, ground, dark, fighting, and grass type. Quick moves are going to be Fury Cutter and Rock Smash. Rock Smash is not a great move. You're going to definitely want to be going with that Fury Cutter. And then for the charge moves, you have Brave Bird, Leaf Blade, and Brick Break. Now, you can go Leaf Blade. I think you're going to want to have Leaf Blade no matter what, right? Brick Break's actually going to be great as well. And then you're going to have Brave Bird as well. Now, it really depends on your team comp. Honestly, I think Leaf Blade and Brick Break is going to be one of your best options there. Fury Cutter is going to be able to charge those up pretty fast, and you're going to be able to hit a lot of things in the meta with your charge moves. You're going to be able to get stab, of course, on that Brick Break. Leaf Blade is not going to, but it's still going to be able to do a lot of damage, as it is one of the best grass type moves in PvP. And then that's pretty much it. Brave Bird's going to have some good coverage, but it really depends again on the team that you do run. Now, taking a look at Sirfetch'd, which oddly enough you cannot evolve quite yet. So we'll just see when they do roll that out, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and take a look at this thing here. It is going to be a pure fighting type, so it's going to be dropping that flying typing with a max CP of 2,985, attack 248, defense 176, and stamina 158. It's going to be weak to fairy, flying, and psychic, resisting bug, dark, and rock. For the quick moves, we have Fury Cutter and Counter. So there we go. That's much better. You're going to want to definitely go with Counter, although you could run Fury Cutter, but definitely going to recommend Counter because you're getting stabbing counters. One of the best quick moves, right, in PvP. And then for the charge moves, we have Brave Bird, Close Combat, Leaf Blade, and Night Slash. So with that Night Slash, you're going to be able to potentially raise your attack, and then you're going to be able to spam with the Leaf Blade and have good coverage, Close Combat, stab, hitting hard as well. Brave Bird, you're not getting any stab, and I don't think that's going to be something you really want to rock with this Pokemon here when it does get released. But nonetheless, it is going to be performing better in the Ultra League. As you can see, it's going to be maxing out at 2985 there, so pretty fun stuff. I wonder when they're going to release it, and like I said, they released the Galarian Farfetch'd for the promotion DLC on Sword and Shield in the main series games for the Switch. Taking a look at the meta, good against Azumarill, Swampert, Toxicroak, Venusaur, and Whiscash. And it's going to be not so great going up against Deoxys defense for him. Altaria, Reggie Steele, Tropius, and Alola Marowak is just going to completely wall it. Unless you do have Brave Bird, then you're going to be able to, hit it for neutral, but otherwise you're going to get wrecked there. Fury Cutter, it's calling for, this is going to be the regular Farfetch'd, okay? And then the other various moves, it's saying, Brave Bird can be used. Taking a look at the matchup up against Azumarill here, you're going to be able to win that one in a one-shield situation. So if you do go into this with an energy advantage, obviously it's going to be much better for you as well. Backing out here, let's go ahead and go up against, let's see, a Swampert. So as long as you're able to get off that Leaf Blade, it's obviously going to be able to take it out in one shot pretty much. And then, let's see, Reggie Steele. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. Alright, so Reggie Steele's going to be able to beat you. Now, I'm going to switch this to Brick Break. It was giving me Brave Bird there. Now let's see what the results are going to be. A little bit better. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take off the shield for the Reggie Steele. And the Farfetch'd is going to actually be able to win. So, and quite significantly as well. Not bad at all. I mean, if it's like at the end of the game, they have no more shields, you have one left, you have this thing in the back, well, you're going to be able to potentially win, depending on how much health you do have. Alright, now going up against a Tropius there, not looking so hot, really. If you did have Brave Bird, you'll be able to do super effective, but you're going to have to get that off before they do, depending on the situation as well, right? Marowak is just going to be running over it. There's nothing. Yeah, there's really nothing you can do. So, is this something you want to invest in? Honestly, I mean, yeah, I am. they're spawning weather boosted, and they're around 1500 CP, so we're looking great. It's going to be getting destroyed by fairy types, ice types, potentially ghost types as well, as you can see here. Haunter, which is kind of, readily available. People use it quite often. And it only has a 54 win percent, so, it's not looking the best, but it's going to be a fun pick, right? So I'm excited to test it out. Anyways, let's go ahead and go up against the team leader here, and I'm just going to be using the highest CP one that I do actually have, just to test it out. And I wanted to go up against Spark because I'm going to be weak to electric, so we have to just put on the pressure for this thing and see how it is actually going to perform here. I know this is not a realistic situation in the PvP battle, but I did not want to purchase a secondary move until they're going to be completely done spawning, so I could, have the best one and pick which one I want to go with. And I decided to just test it out really quick here. So you can spam Brick Break and build it up quite a bit, as you can see here, and Leaf Blade is going to basically be the same way. So it's going to be pretty spammy, and it hits nice. It's getting stabbed from that Brick Break, and it's okay. I like this Pokemon, honestly. I love the color, I love the way its eyes look, and I love its leak, the way it carries it, and it's just an awesome all-around Pokemon here. So going into the last one, as you can see, energy buildup is quite nice with Fury Cutter. So yeah, this is definitely going to be something you want to not just toss them all away and hold on to them. And not only that, don't just keep a couple like, all right, I have the ones I want, I'm good to go. Remember, Sirfetch'd is going to be released one day, and you're going to want to have these just in case they, don't put them in rage or something like that. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, trainers, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll be catching you all next time. Hopefully you catch yourself a good Galarian Farfetch'd. Take care.